All right, welcome back, everyone. Let's have some more fun. Just so you remember, if on the last video you were trying to find out how you could have this cat ask you what your favorite color is, we're going to walk through that one right now in both a Scratch and in Python. So let's do it. So we have it right now saying, hey, we'll actually have it say, what is your favorite color? We'll do that. What is your favorite color? Fantastic. There we go. So what is your favorite color? So it'll say hello. Mr. Kitty, the Scratch Kitty, will say hello for 2 seconds. After that, it'll say, hey, what's your favorite color? And wait for an answer. And just like before, we're going to join, which is down here in operators, all the way down here, join. And we want to join two pieces of information together. So we're going to put that right over hello because we don't need to say hello. And we're going to use, just like before, that, what is your favorite color, is saved into answer. So we can grab that, drag it right there. Put it right over banana. Come over here and say your favorite, if I could type, silly me, favorite, don't know why I'm having some typos today, color is, and then it'll print out the color. So let's try that. Let's give that a run. We're going to click the green flag, says hello, which is awesome. That's what we want. Favorite color, we'll go with, I like teal. Your favorite color is teal. Well, fantastic. That's exactly what we were looking for. Now, let's say we come over to Python and we wanted to do the same thing. Now, it can be a little complex. I know it's a lot as you're learning how to navigate both Scratch and Python and programming and what a variable is. So we'll go over it a little more here. So remember, just like before, we save the favorite color into this answer. Let me put that right back over there. Into this answer. So favorite color gets saved into answer. Okay, so we got that. It'll ask, and then remember it's the same color, so it's a little easier to remember that, this ask in question gets put right here and saved into answer, and then we do something with that information. Over here, it's the same thing. We say, hey, we're going to ask, what is your name? And we want this to be an input. We're waiting for input, just like here, we're going to ask and wait. So we're going to ask this question, what is your name? And we're going to wait for input. And so ask and wait, ask and wait right here. There we go. Ask and wait. Put that back together so I don't break it. If it comes apart, it wouldn't work right way. So what is your favorite color? And we wait. All right, pretty sweet. And then over here, we're going to ask, what is your name? And we're going to wait. Now, if we want to actually have it put favorite color, we can change that. We can say favorite color equals, and just from looking at this program alone, if you can try to piece together, I know it's a lot, and I know it's like, wait a minute, you're probably feeling a little lost, and that's totally okay. Totally normal. You'll be speaking machine code in no time. You'll be talking to these computers left and right, telling them all sorts of things. So first name equals, and so now we have favorite color. We wanted the first name, and now we want the favorite color. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So we were going to ask a question. So let's ask a question. Now remember, we want this to ask and wait. And if we want it to ask and wait in Python, we put input because we want information to be put into our text box, right? We want some sort of data to be saved so we can do something with it. For instance, if your favorite color was green and you opened up a box of crayons, you want to do something with that green crayon, right? It's the same thing here. You have a favorite color and we want to do something with that knowledge. What do we want to do? Well, normally we would draw. So we can say favorite color. We can ask, what is your favorite color? There we go. So just like before, we're asking a question. What is your favorite color? And we're going to wait for input. And all of this will go, basically, gets sucked right into favorite color. It'll be absorbed right in. So all of this is just to say, if your favorite color was green, in the end, it would look like that. Basically, favorite color would equal green. In order to make it say that in a more dynamic way, because let's say you create this program and your favorite color is purple. and then you let one of your friends play on it, or maybe your mom or dad or grandmother or grandfather, aunt or cousin, or whoever could get to your computer and they're like, oh, cool program, let me check it out. What if their favorite color wasn't green or pink or purple? What if it was red or blue? This way, the program will be more interactive, right? It'll be different for every user, and that's pretty cool. Instead of it being hard pressed where, hey, your favorite color is green no matter what you say, it's green. No, not at all. Instead, you can be like, oh, this program will run, and it'll ask you for your name and your favorite color, and then you can do something with that information. So we have favorite color. Remember, what is your favorite color is the question we're asking, and it gets put into favorite color. And we have an input here because we need information. So now that we have it, we can say, well, let's pretend we're working with crayons here. We'll say print F for fantastic fun time. It's for formatting, but that's, if it helps you remember for a fantastic line, that's what we want. We can actually double this up on the Python side. So we'll say, all right, well, first name begins coloring with and now we'll add in the color of the crayon. We'll say favorite color crayon, which is pretty sweet. So essentially, what we get here is it's going to ask for a favorite name. Once we have a favorite name, it's going to save that name right up here, first name. Then we're going to print, nice to meet you. Let's say Joe, welcome to Python. Then it's going to ask another question. What is your favorite color? Now, of course, we're waiting for input. Just like over here, we ask a question, and then we wait for a response, and that response is saved into what we would call a variable. Sounds like a big word, probably sounds a little intimidating. I promise you it is not. You'll be using them left and right before you know it. In fact, you already have, which is pretty cool. So we can take answer, and we can slap it right here into, well, we can just cover up banana. We don't need to see that. We don't need any bananas right now. Get rid of banana, pop it right in, and it'll ask us our favorite color, and it'll print it out. Now here in Python, we now have it asking, well, we got a name, and we can now use the name and the favorite color in one basically say hello line, one print line. If we look at over here, we see it's going to say hello, and we can think of Python with the same thing. We can go right here. And if you see the green or the hashtag, that's just a comment. Basically, the computer doesn't care what you can put anything in here. Doesn't care. It's not going to affect anything. It's a comment. It's basically invisible to the computer, but visible for us, which makes it useful for any notes we want to take. If we're like, man, what is he talking about? Question mark. You can come back to that later, and no one other than yourself is going to know why you put that there, but they are going to know that there was a comment placed there by the developer. You, as the creator of this program, you're developing software. So we can just say, well, up here we're going to say, take the name and the color and print both. Or if we think of it in Scratch versions here, we're just going to say the first, so we'll just say the name, and say the color, which is what we have here. Because remember, when we click the flag, it'll run, and it'll say hello for 2 seconds, and then it'll ask a question, and then it'll say, what is your favorite color? And then spit out our answer. So in Python now, we have the same concept. It'll print F for fantastic format. The first name, whatever, let's say Joe, begins coloring with, and it'll say a green or a blue crayon. We could put colored if we want with a colored crayon. It's really up to you with a red colored crayon or blue colored crayon, or we can just put with a blue crayon. That works too. So if we run this program again, remember, it might look a little scary up here, but that's okay. Just you see this little triangle, this little thing right here. You just click hey. It'll run it for us. Run the Python file for us, and it'll run it. We can drag this up a little bit so everyone can see that a little bit better. So what is your name? So just like over here where we had it asking name, I was just asking for color, but what is your name? We'll put Joe. Nice to meet you, Joe. Welcome to Python. What is your favorite color? Let's say teal. Joe begins coloring with a teal crayon. Well, that's pretty cool. We have now combined two pieces of information into one print statement, or you can say one say statement, because we can do the same thing actually on this side. If we just wanted to replicate that, we just actually copy and paste. So we can do a Control C and then Control V. Is that not gonna work? Okay, well we'll just do it manually then, no problem. Thought I could do that. Maybe I can. Maybe my computer's just acting up. So we're gonna ask a question. What is your name? Just like before, we want it to tell us what the name is. Oop. There we go. Uh-oh, put that right back there. So we want to ask what the name is, and once we have the name, we're going to actually print it through just like we did before. Put that up there. Okay, so we're going to ask a name, and we are going to want to go down to, no, go up to, excuse me, say. So we're going to say once again. Now we're going to want to come down to operators. Just go with the color. So we went up to purple, now we're going down to green. And we're going to click join. And remember, this is to say two things at once. Essentially put two pieces in the same text box, which is what we did with Python. We took two pieces of information, first name and favorite color, and put them into one text box. We see that right there. One line for both of those. Pretty cool. So now we can say, okay, we're going to say hello, and it'll be the name. Make it easy. Put it right there. Now we have to find the name itself, which remember is saved into answer. Pop that right over the banana. It'll say that for 2 seconds. Now we can ask for the favorite color, and then we can come up here and say, okay, great. Your favorite color is that. Pretty sweet. So we can run it, and it'll say hello, which is what we want. Then it'll ask for a name. We'll put Joe. Hello, Joe. Now it's going to ask for a favorite color, and we'll say green this time. Your favorite color is green. Pretty sweet. So we were able to take two pieces of information, put them together, and we followed the same pattern here. We have it broken up a little bit, so that way it's a little clearer as to what's going on. See, we say something, and then we ask, and then we use that information, and then we ask again, and then we use that information to do something else, which is pretty cool. So congratulations on improving your skills in the programming world, for improving your ability to speak to your computer. And I know you guys are probably a little confused, and that's okay. Go back, rewatch. It's a lot to learn at first, but play around with what we have so far. See if you can ask your favorite food, or maybe your favorite show, and have it ask a question and do something with that information. Try to do it in both Scratch and Python. Over here, we have these awesome blocks to help us learn, understand. We're performing an action. We're saying, hey, do something. It's going to say hello. Then we're going to ask for an input with a question. And when we get that information, what's your name? Do something with it. It'll be saved right here in answer. And we want to do something with it. So we're going to say hello to the answer, to your name. Then once that's over, after 2 seconds, we'll go down and say, what's your favorite color? And we're going to ask a question. And then we're going to say, okay, your favorite color is, and we're going to print out the answer again. Because remember, now we're asking what your favorite color is, and the answer is put into, or is saved as color this time, which is pretty cool. So each time we ask a question, our answer is saved into the little bubble called answer. And we can put that in there, and then we can print it out. Basically, we can have our cat here, our Scratch cat, say it for us. He can say, hey, my name is this, and you like this color, and that's pretty cool. And we can have this cat doing that for us, and then we can go over here to Python and have Python doing it for us as well.